Hey everybody, how's it going? Michigan here. And in this video, we have the first place winner of the 75 subscriber replay contest. So we have Klarn here in the LT432 on Prokhorovka. Now, as this is a light tank replay on Prokhorovka, it's going to be quite standard. So instead of commentating, I'm going to talk about a new type of video that I'm going to start doing, focusing on reinforcing some tactics that callers may have, and also maybe giving some people an idea of how I call so that they might be able to start calling in the future if they want to. So the idea in question is going to be called Battle Breakdowns. Now, in this series, I'm going to take an advanced game and I'm going to voice over it just from my thoughts, kind of going through my brain and my decisions as to why I'm making the decisions that I am. In terms of rotations, tank lineup, taking into account the enemy team, our players, things like that. So the idea is that maybe you were in that battle and you weren't entirely sure why I made the calls that I did, or you're a caller and you aren't sure about making a call on that map. But it may also be that you're just interested as to how calling works, and you've never tried it, and maybe you want to start trying it, but you don't really know where to start. So maybe this will give you a walkthrough of how I call. Calling consists of multiple portions. You have the pre-battle, where you're figuring out your lineup. You have the initial 30 seconds, which is the most crucial point, where you have 30 seconds to analyze the enemy's lineup along with where your vehicle spawned on the around your base, and then make a call from there. A lot of times, just because you made a call beforehand in those 2 minutes in the advance does not mean that that strategy will work, and you have to adjust on the fly. So ensuring that the tanks that are going maybe down the one line, if you're spawning on the south side of a map, are the tanks on the left side. Maybe you have a few tanks on the right side that have to go there. That way you don't have a traffic jam in the cap. All the way down to where are we going to push our main force? What is our objective? What are we trying to take? And how will that make us win? So the next segment of that is during the battle. You have to constantly be analyzing the hit point differential, the overmatches, and where the next point of attack will be. Because just because you decide you want to push down, the 4 line, for example, doesn't mean that that's going to work. And then you have to make that adjustment and figure out, well, what's the next best option? And you're doing all this while trying to play your tank as well. Now, while that may sound difficult, and it absolutely is starting out, seeing how a caller calls, if you will, before, trying to get into it yourself will actually help, because okay, well, now what do I have to do? What's the next step? What's the next step? What's the next step? And I'll upload a video on exactly the multiple stages of calling, and I'll, post a video on that. Quickly jumping to the battle here, Klarn has gotten a little bit of spotting. Unfortunately, he got lit early, and that means that he just lost most of his hit points, making him a one-shot. We're going to speed this up as he sits in this bush. We're just going to go to ×2 speed here. He is quite unsure. If you were paying attention at the beginning, he said he wanted to wait until the ELC even 90 died. Good choice, as that ELC even 90 will spot him before he spots it, unless he has terrible camo, or the ELC does, but the ELC just base has great camo, so likely that ELC would spot him first. We can even go to ×4 speed, just until Klarn moves. He gets a little bit of spotting there, and let's go to T56, putting him up to 1700. Now spots a whole bunch, bails out. There's the ELC even 90. Now he gets lit. No idea how he didn't die there. Great job there. ELC even 90 takes a huge hit. Klarn auto aims, trying to finish it off, but it looks like the T44 100 finishes him off. Klarn gets another good chunk of spotting, putting him up from 1500 to 4K, just between that ELC even 90 and the T26 C4, and now the ISM is moving up. Let's jump back in the 2 speed here. As he begins to work the bush line, gets a little bit of spotting there on the lurver, now spots an M4 Reveillerise. is he going to get any spotting on this tank? A lot of his team is just inside render range. The ISM beside him dies, not a very strong tier 8 tank. I'm going to go back to ×2 speed as Klarn works this bush line again. His team is clicking on a bush. They're not sure if there's a vehicle, and there's the M4. Klarn holding his fire there, ensuring it doesn't get lit. That M4 Revelarice hits for 390 and will easily one-shot him. Where's the M4 going to go? M4 is still eyeing this area, not quite sure what he's looking at. The team, unfortunately, while it's 5-5, is down 5,000 hit points, and that's going to be quite difficult for them to overcome. Klarn is teeing that tank up, hoping that his team will be able to take it out. And now that he's double bushed, great job there. He puts in a shot for his second shot of the game there. And now he begins to work the bush line again, spotting a Scorpion G, a very juicy tier 8. A nice shot in there from, I believe, was his team Scorpion G. And just like that, he's up to 5,500. T28 prototype takes a good chunk. Is he going to get more? And the Revelarice spots him. The other Revelarice, and unfortunately that is the end of Klarn there, finishing off with 7154, putting him just above Killer Beast, who got 6,100 at second place. We're going to speed this up as this battle begins to come to a close. Now, if you're thinking 6,000 and 7,000 spotting is nothing for first and second place, and you had a 9,000 damage game, well, I wish you would have uploaded it so that you could have gotten that 2,500 gold. I will be posting another replay contest for 100 subscribers, so be ready for that one. It'll be the same format. I only got 2 replays, so if you noted that I uploaded the second place video and there was no third place video, it's because nobody submitted a video for third place. If you had submitted one with 0 damage, you would have gotten a free 500 gold for about 5 minutes of your time uploading it. So I hope next time we get a whole bunch more replays. Unfortunately here, Klarn's team isn't faring so well as his team begins to wrap this up. Just 2 Scorpion Gs left with 4 kills apiece. Those 2 tanks got half of the total kills. Getting their last bit of damage in. Unfortunately down to 1 Scorpion G, and that is it. So a defeat there, still got 7,000 damage, but let's take a look at the post game. So Klarn finishes with a patrol duty, second class mastery badge. Obviously it was a defeat. Top of his team with 610 XP on a defeat, only 358 damage, but he did get 7,154 spotting. Still made 82,000 credits despite the defeat. He got the 7,200 extra credits for the patrol duty and a gross of 113,000, 1,586 XP. I'm assuming he had some crazy boosters there. And yeah, thank you for submitting this, Klarn. Congrats on first place. I'm sure I will be seeing more replays from you, especially during the 100 subscriber replay contest. In the meantime, we got 19 subscribers to go. We're at 81 as I'm uploading this video. And hopefully sooner rather than later. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, consider it. I'm not going to tell you to, but I'm strongly encouraging it. I'd love to get to that point, give out some more gold. It's my wallet, not yours, so looking forward to that. All right, enough talking. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.